or because of how how I messed up old games so much, I ended up falling in love with like harder games.
The rolling green hills of Jellyfish Fields, a place to experience nature at its most raw, and sometimes a bit tender from the stings.
Or Squidward. You really set up a lot when we brought this level up.
Ow!
Squidward, are you okay?
No, I'm not okay, you barnacle head. Do I look like I'm okay?
The greatest line ever. Next, after
Well,
this.
your nose does look pretty big. I mean, bigger than usual because it's usually pretty big. And you look clammy. And oh my gosh, you're bald!
I've always been bald,
Yeah.
but now I'm stung all over.
Well, according to the Jellyfisher Field Manual, severe jellyfish stings can be treated effectively by applying a thick layer of king jellyfish jelly to the affected areas. King jellyfish?
Well, I guess you're off to scale Sport Mountain and die a horrible death under the vicious tentacles of King Jellyfish. I'll stay here, balled up here in excruciating pain.
At least he's seeing this as a silver lining, right? No matter what, things are gonna go good for him now.
Yep. You do that! Don't worry, Squidward. I'll bring back that King Jellyfish jelly for you to rub all over yourself.
Why do you suddenly have a new voice?
I love opening presents.
No, it's just... I have no idea, but it just works. Just dawned on me, should I really be doing all this with, like, and then I remember, oh wait, yes I do, because I'm gonna have to get across the bridge. This is the check. No, not the checkpoint box. This is the imagination box that teleports us box. Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't that the warp?
We can't jellyfish today. I'm going fishing for robots. Fresh like a spring breeze.
Unless I got the underwear and it just does. Not having new ones yet. Oh. Almost got stung. Also, just for the audience sake, because I know I'm more, I guess, giggly than normal. Due to just how long it's been and some miscommunication mixed with me sleeping in, I woke up not that much longer before we started doing this. So I'm in a very out of it mood, which is making this extra enjoyable. Yeah. Now I just now noticed all the games I've so far for the channel are usually re-releases of certain games.
It shines.
Yeah. Even technically The Last of Us is a re-release playing the remaster. Yes, but you're playing it. Well, for both of us, have we played anything that's not been a re-release yet? Well, I want to say Isolation. Oh, yeah. Oh wait, and no, that was also you though. So yeah, the only thing that at least I can think of we haven't played that wasn't a re-release is Alien. Because that did get its PS4 release alongside the PS3 one, right? So I think. Oh crap! Or should I say, oh no, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. Because we didn't see the death animation, we just saw me just go. Yeah. We fell in the goo, right? So that's the flip upside down animation? And then sink in, or something like that? I don't know, let's find out. Yep. Yeah, it's a weird animation. Yeah, literally driving in the fact that SpongeBob can't swim. Look at Patrick. Yet there's... it even implies that they are both afraid of the goo at one point, but then later seasons, it's just, for some no reasons, they don't know how they can swim. They don't know how to swim.
You just met
They
the
just-
Sponginator.
Okay, I skipped a combo. That is... They need to fix that. No way I made that combo because of... Because that's like... You know, like you just met the Sponginator.
Yeah.
That's if they still have it. 'Cause basically, all I know is basically missed the Sponginator. The shiny objects would have been a lot more.
Oh.
Because, like how this other game was, I found a... What was the word? I found a... Like... Is it a glitch or a, Like, I found a way to make a lot of shiny objects, so I just had to reload a checkpoint constantly and then just keep doing it.
Yeah, those are always interesting to find. I don't think what game I last did that for. Oh, I think it was Dead Space 3. Dead Space 3 was a good action game. It wasn't a good Dead Space game though.
Yeah. Like, 1 was good, 2 was like, okay, this is basically... I feel like that was the way they had to go.
3, it actually is at its best if you're playing it through co-op as John. Which always feels weird for me to say.
It was weird when you have Isaac, who has been dealing with this shit for almost years. And you got the guy who just knows about it, doesn't really know anything about it.
Yeah, well, they actually have asymmetric gameplay.
Hey, Gary, what's shaking?
John gets extra gameplay scenes.
Yeah.
Just being there.
Wow, a bungee jump for a golden spatula.
We
I
do
must
need to
be
play
in
that one day on the channel.
If we can find a way to record it.
Yeah.
Of course, I really wish I knew other things other than the one capture card we have.
Well, we'll work up to it at some point.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, because with how good Dead Space 1 and 2 are, we'll get a trilogy re-release.
That's if EV game, or not EA, I should say. If EA does.
They will.
And if they do that, they have to do the Mass Effect trilogy.
Well, they already did a re-release of the Mass Effect trilogy, all in one collection.
Okay, so...
Suck.
No, I'm literally figuring this out. Like, how his bot... I'm just not thinking, oh, yeah, the Spongebob Squarepants movie, how he puts his clothes on. Mostly because this is the underwear, that's his pants, and there's his rear.
Oh. Huh.
Oh, because when I saw gameplay footage, I thought they didn't do the whole his underwear stretches and you see his pants thing. But no, they did that.
Maybe it's censored in some countries?
Possibly, but it was very hard to see. Yes, what the... That was a
That was
spot.
obviously an okay place. You collected something.
It was... Oh, wait.
Sometimes pushing a simple button is the most
Oh.
satisfying.
Dang it.
Push, 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 push.
Yeah, it's always... Those should have been floating. They shouldn't be tied to the platforms.
Yeah, it makes it a little easier to know, like, I think I should press the sign. Oh, that's a chain?
Wait, why is it hitting itself?
More importantly, the joke for it is now very bad. Not very smart anymore.
I also just realized those things are metal things painted to look like ham. Well, meat.
Yeah.
Oh, it says ham on the side. That's why I thought ham.
Love
Yeah, it
opening
is ham.
presents.
But the problem is with that is in the original, that was an actual ham.
Cha-ching!
It was an actual ham in the original?
Yeah, it looked like an actual ham.
Okay, 'cause I remember those being ham.
Yeah. But then it'd be the question: wait, how is ham in the ocean?
Okay, I didn't mention it before. There was a plane a little while ago. Why was there a plane?
Oh, yeah.
Don't question it, it's SpongeBob. Just remember, it's like, I think whoever used this doesn't know about the elements of
feel like
water.
a new
Oh well,
sponge.
time to put it in the fire.
That was always one of my favorite jokes as a kid in SpongeBob. Just they had the campfire on I think it was the one where they stole the balloon on Free Balloon Day.
Oh yeah.
And they have the fire going. It's like, wait, we're underwater, and then the fire goes out.
Take that!
Can you talk to him?
Hammer! I
No.
did it!
Oh, that pun.
As I said, yeah, hammer. But
Yeah.
that's why the pun doesn't really work well.
Yeah.
Just because you painted a ham doesn't mean make it a hammer. It makes it just a hammer.
Everything about how you just interacted with those just screamed you were gonna take damage there, but you didn't.
And surprisingly, they're blue jellyfish, and it's like it's the episode no name.
I don't know the blue jellyfish.
It's basically, it's the one where SpongeBob gets, or Mr. Krabs hires SpongeBob to catch jellyfish so he can take the jelly.
Oh yeah.
And like in the subplot in it was basically SpongeBob is a collector of jellyfish, but he doesn't like keep them as trophies. Once he catches them, just releases them.
Catch and release. You mean fishing?
Yeah. Well, he calls it jellyfishing. Oh, yeah,
Well, it's
jellyfishing.
still fishing.
And he has yet to catch the blue one because it's like literally always ahead of him. It's like, today's day I'm gonna catch you. Bring it.
Yeah, I might actually rewatch first few seasons of SpongeBob again sometime soon.
Just let me
Boy,
still remember.
Patrick will be glad to have
Well, I
this back.
remember a lot of it.
Yeah.
It's just I forgot how much I enjoyed it because it's been so long.
Yeah, it's like SpongeBob is gonna be this all-time classic. Yeah, surprisingly, I think if you think about it, SpongeBob is kind of now suffering from what the Simpsons are going through.
Yeah, well, it's been going through that for a while, unfortunately. And it doesn't help that, you know, the original author or writer died. One thing I always just, as I got older, I always, like, I found more reasons to love that I grew up with SpongeBob. Because, like, it was secretly an educational show as well at times. Like, I learned how clams swim through SpongeBob. And, asexual reproduction with sponges.
Mermaid Man,
Which is
I have all your
really weird
comics
one
and
to say.
toys and mail.
Comics, toys, and... Wow, is he a fan or just a really... We'll let him use
Huh?
So,
What?
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's that
another
sponge
sound
kid.
alike. Well, attempted sound
Now,
alike.
what
Yeah.
was I supposed to tell you?
That Patrick is surrounded by robots and needs my help.
Huh? Oh, no. I think it had something to do with massaging my feet.
This game feels like it's just one joke away from,
Well,
set,
if
from them
massaging
pulling
your
out
feet will save
script.
Patrick, then massage I must.
Help! They're making me hit myself.
Massaging your feet isn't working. I think I'd better try a more direct approach.
It wouldn't pick up, don't worry.
Okay.
By
Has the
clipping my
notification if
toenails?
it does. By clipping...
There I come, Patrick!
Mermaid Man.
Yeah, so we get a comparison of SpongeBob compared to a normal human being in the SpongeBob movie
I love opening presents.
when we see him riding on David Hasselhoff. But Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy aren't that much bigger than SpongeBob. So they're like 2 inches tall.
Another find for
The only...
Patrick.
I think it's because of the thing of the
That was a ton of fun. I should do it again sometime.
You know when? I think the only way I can explain that now is or defend it is basically the episode where SpongeBob gets Mermaid Man's belt. It's like a shrink ray.
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it?
And so basically, it must have shrank themselves the size of the people of Bikini Bottom. Oh, I missed that. Yeah. So maybe that's why.
Well, yeah, it's also, you know, the nature of SpongeBob. It's not something that needs to be justified technically. Like it's.
You don't have to really. Yeah, I mean, fire, water within, or a sea within sea.
Hey, you!
Well, yeah, and
Patrick
then there's
needs to
just
do
the whole
laundry.
like, yeah, physics only apply when it's funny.
Yeah.
Which isn't the, like, yeah, it's a good thing about how cartoons handle things at times. Like, they don't need to be realistic. So, it's often they can do the jokes of, like, something is only funny, or something is only realistic because it's funny at the time.
It shines.
Who's gonna ever question why there's a squirrel in
In a space suit of water.
a squirrel from Kent?
Sometimes pushing a simple button is the most satisfying. Push, 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 push. You've just
Yeah,
met
that always
the
felt like a weird
Sponginator.
choice, but Sandy was a great character. I'd say one of the best characters, but like it's really hard to list who were the best characters because they're all really well done, at least in old SpongeBob.
Except when later on seasons they like, it's like how when you in later on seasons you can understand what the problem, like you think you know, or you understand the problem of what's wrong with this character, like with SpongeBob and his drive, like this whole ability to not get a boating license.
That was that. Getting older and needing to get my driver's license, that became stupid relatable.
Yeah, understandable. Like the written part is easy, but getting behind the wheel was hard.
It's so nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Like when you're first doing it.
Yeah, that was SpongeBob's thing about it, but then later on it just basically now it implies right now, I don't know if they changed, but it implies that the only way SpongeBob is actually going to drive perfectly if he drives blindfolded.
Hey, SpongeBob.
I still really like that episode where Patrick tried to help him get his license.
Yeah.
Woo! Thank goodness you're safe, Patrick.
Well, of course,
I like a lot of
SpongeBob.
episodes.
Why wouldn't I be?
Well, the robots and the...
Oh yeah, I found this for you. I don't know what it is, but it looks
Like
important.
lampshading the entire everything going on.
Thanks, Patrick. I tell you what, all that running around has left me pooped. Why don't you continue on for a bit?
Okay.
And now we play Patrick.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Hey, I found this for you. I'm gonna take it. Oh yeah, and Patrick's whole thing is he's the muscle. He can lift things
Ooh,
up.
present in every one.
Is it weird that you say that, but for some reason it's implied in the story that technically Sandy's the muscle?
So shiny.
Sandy is the stronger, or strongest one in this like series. He's the most physically active and all that. Oh yeah, the bus stops are at you.
Yeah, it's like, good there. Okay, so it'll be your turn. But no, I have to be Patrick for this.
Woo, up we go.
If I remember correctly, I remember trying to pick up that guy for like 5 minutes when I played this as a kid. That feels like there's more lock-on going on than I remember.
Yeah,
I remember throwing the watermelon being a chore.
and I also remember it turning, like, when it flashes black and white, as it implies it's gonna break. And for some reason now it flashes. Exploding Tiki. Sometimes I wasn't supposed to do that. Oh well.
It's not like
Hey, you
this is
barnacle head!
going
Watch
for a
where you're
100%
going.
perfect run or anything, right?
Yeah, nope. I don't even know, like, I didn't know, I literally didn't know that this game became a thing because of the speedrunners.
Is talking to me.
Well,
Oh my
this game
God.
was
I am at
always
your
popular
command.
before there were speedrunners.
Yeah, just I think the speedrunners made it more popular to do a re-release.
They kept it relevant, yeah.
Yeah.
Down here, you big
Yeah, I
pink
still think it might have
lummox.
got its re-release if it wasn't for the speedrunners, though.
Oh, hi there, Mr. Plankton. Are you going to vaporize me today?
So very tempting. Unfortunately, I found myself in the undesirable position of having to assist you.
I was in an undesirable position yesterday.
Whenever I see
and now my
Plankton, the
neck
always
hurts.
first thing I think of is the dream he has, where he's like, well, compared to everybody else, he's like 50 feet tall, and he's just going, stomping through Bikini Bottom, and it's like, I see you, zap.
Like, that was an 100%. Does that mean you were laying in an uncomfortable position on your neck?
Heed my words, my large future minion. Go into Jellyfish Cave. Follow the instructions on the signs that you see. At the end of the caves, you'll still be a big pink idiot, but you'll know enough to help defeat the robots and get me back into the chum bucket.
Well, then will you vaporize me?
I might spare your life so I can force you to work in my sweatshop
Sounds
making
like Patrick
low-quality
wants to
design
get
and knockoff
vaporized,
wallets.
but he's not realizing.
Oh, thank you.
Is it tech? Well, is it? Well, I guess he may have fired him, but does it technically Patrick still work on the bucket?
I don't know. When it comes to technicalities and working places, my history is kind of weird on that.
Scary dark cave.
Like, let's not forget that one place I never technically got fired from.
Wait, how am I supposed to jump over there?
Because of, like, acknowledging, the Crash series more recently, I'm seeing, like, some influences in this.
That's another game that's, well, it had its remastering, but now it's actually getting a full sequel.
Yeah, it's about time. I appreciate the joke in the name.
Appreciate you saw the trailer for it? Or?
No, I haven't yet.
Oh. Well, it's hilarious how they don't acknowledge the other games before those three.
Oh.
It's like, wait, how many times have you beat this guy? 3? 3. Yep. Funny. Could have sworn it was more.
Yeah, I'm not really gonna try to focus too much on looking at Crash 4 stuff until I've gotten around to playing through the Insane trilogy, because I never finished a Crash game in my life, because I didn't even have PlayStation until recently. Well, not so recent anymore.
I'd say would kind of be the same boat. I played them, never got time to... Not time, never finished them.
The only time I ever played one before, like, actually the only time I've ever played a Crash game, it was my mom's friend's copy, or PS1, and I was playing at her house when my mom was visiting her. It's also the only way, other than the season, was it season 3? No, it was something else. It was one of those ones that had like a fire and ice. Or no, Spyro Fire and Ice.
How many of these do
The
I
only
have
Spyro
to
game I ever
carry?
played that I didn't own. Or I did own. I played all of the ones I played
That's
at
much
my mom's
better.
friend's place.
Did you say Fire and Ice? Wait, is it?
The Game Boy one.
This one goes boom.
Never played the handhelds, always played the console ones.
And to just date this slightly, there were a whole lot of rumors about what PS Plus games were going to be in July. Well,
Oh, goody,
this
another
month.
one.
And I was really hoping that one of them was true, because it was going to actually, or because one of the rumors was going to be Crash Insane Trilogy, or the Spyro Trilogy, or Spyro Rehydrated Trilogy.
The robot go boom. I don't think
It's,
SpongeBob's underwear fits quite right. I will crush
Tomb
now.
Raider, or Shadow of the Tomb Raider?
I think it's Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Rise of the Tomb Raider, yeah. A football game in Enrica, I think it's called. Which I don't know that one. he's got an AoE stun.
Which is weird. You usually just have to jump once.
Sure gotta carry a lot of stuff around. Ouch! Play as a whistle.
I could be mistaken, I could be wrong, but I never knew Patrick had that small.
Had what small?
You know, I had to double jump to.
Oh. You have to double jump to do the body slam?
Yeah, just jump to do this. Never knew Patrick had that. I must have always double jump to always do this.
I don't think SpongeBob's underwear.
I don't remember even having a belly slam to begin with, so. But, yeah, I, again, haven't played in like 15 years maybe?
Yep.
Sounds about right. That'll put me back at 13.
This game came out during the GameCube, PS2, Xbox.